Welcome, Taurus. I'm doing things a little bit differently this month. So we have the Rider-Waite deck here. We are going to be doing past, present, and future. And then the main topic is the top. The middle line will be the people involved. And the bottom line will be the actions to take, past, present, and future. These will be past, present, future decks. And I have the past life deck to pull a card for you to see if there's anything from past life stuff that needs to come up right now for you to clear. So this is for Taurus. Anytime you come to this video, it's 2:44 on the clock, which is the 2 of the High Priestess and the 44 of the 4 of Cups. For me, that's also grounding and integrating and Hercules energy, or it's Atlas as well, depending on the perspective. From the numerology book, The Divine Triangle, 44 is Atlas, but with the tarot cards for me, the 10 of Wands is Atlas, and 44 comes up as Hercules, as the feminine Atlas. So I don't know why that's coming up for you, Taurus, but it is. So let's see from this past life deck what's coming up for you for the best and highest good of all those concerned. This is for Taurus. Taurus, what energies need to come up for you to clear from any wounds? The most significant wound that needs to come up to clear for the best and highest good of all those concerned. And that came right up. Asia. Oh, interesting. So Asia can be any kind of Asian country or culture background, but she's also very much about, you know, in this energy, feminine confidence, seriousness, and pride. There's very Tibetan energy here, and Thailand could be coming up here, China, Japan, any of those energies here. There could be some Indian influence as well. Yeah. So this is a feminine wound, right? Having to kind of act like the masculine to protect yourself. So let's see what else is coming up here. We also have ships. There's a bright, brand new ship coming in for you here. There could be a wound regarding sailing as well. I don't know, I'm getting the Oriental Express, but I am. And then we have Celtic energies here too, very interesting. So the big contrast here, this could be traveling. Oh, interesting, right? The EIG is the Euro-India bridge, the gateway. And I'm getting that for whatever reason, because here's that UK kind of English-Irish energy, and then you have this Asian influence over here, and then the travel between them. And I also always get in this cross too, like Neanderthal energy. And of course the Celtic cross is coming up there. And then we have trust and faith here. And again, the Statue of Liberty type of energy, but without the flame in her hand, right? Being disempowered here, the feminine. So a lot about disempowerment of the feminine. The underlying energy for you is the farm. So we have horses and the barn there. So down on the farm, and there could be a lot of Celtic energy there, right? So there's a religious connotation here of prayer, things that are expected of you, but also in a simple life here on the farm, not where you're in the city and being pressured by that culture, but a much more simpler life, right? Living by a candle as opposed to lights on, having to read by candlelight. Anyway, spirituality and religion down on the farm, and food and hunger, there's starvation underneath that and the underlying energies. But this is what's coming out for you now, which can be related to that as well, because we have these Celtic religious energies here and the disempowerment of the feminine here, and this bright brand new ship here. I'm getting the Titanic now too. So something like that went down, but it looks like it's going, oh, interesting. The the barge that just went through the bridge was from Singapore. And there's just energy of being on its way to this Celtic energy. I don't know what that's all about. There could be some kind of war energy here. Did somebody want a new ship? That's very interesting. All right, and I love the contrast of colors of these 4 cards that are coming up, right? We have this reddish yellow, orangey energy here, bright white, greenish energy, and then this purplish energy of the land of the free, right? Because the history of the U.S. is that English, Celtic, or Irish background from here to here. And the Euro-India Gateway, very interesting the way that's coming up. All right, I'm going to put these guys up here. And now I'm getting, I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. You've got a brand new key. And I'm getting that cross as the key, the Celtic cross to the land of liberty. Right, the Celtic origins are coming up here. It's like, it's very interesting. This is reminding me of something, and I'm trying to figure out what's coming in. And it looks like there's an old picture, a black and white picture here, buried amongst the books. Oh, somebody might be looking for something and it's in your books. It's in your bookshelf. It looks like an English feminine energy right here. A picture of an English woman. Actually, it could be a man too with a mustache. But it's buried amongst the books on the bookshelf. And that can be buried within the walls as well. I don't know if somebody's going to find something in their walls or amongst their books, and also who had their hand in this. And they're wearing yellow. Now I'm getting the good ship lollipop too. So we're talking about airplanes now, which came up, aviation came up in Aries. And if you might want to watch the first 10 minutes of Aries, because there were general messages that came up that were very significant and interesting. All right, so down on the farm, let's see what's coming up for you. So these are past, present, future, which we'll bring up in a minute. For Taurus, for the best tourist was coming up just then. Are you being a tourist? Are you touring people? And the Taurus is also coming up. The toroidal field. I'm getting now the Asian influence, the Viking influence. And there's something about the Orient Express that has to do with that connection to the Celtic and then coming to America here, the land of the disempowered feminine. But the sun is shining through her left wing. The sun has her back, and that was coming up in Aries read too. So you may be have a best friend who's in Aries here. All right, so for Taurus, past, present, future, the current general energies or topic of importance for you, the people involved in the second row, and the third row being the actions to take, whether it was the action you took in the past or the present and future actions that you need to take. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. One more. Taurus. For the best and highest good of all is concerned, Taurus. Taurus, for the best and highest good of all is concerned. Taurus. There's some a little more it wants to come. Or doesn't want to come. Nope, it's stopping there. It was hesitant. Hesitant to go further, Taurus. In the past, the topic here is the Page of Wands reversed. In the present, we have the topic of the Knight of Swords reversed. What are they up to here? And in the future is the topic of the Page of Pentacles reversed. You're dealing with children here. And this could be lashing out too, right? This could be having to scream at the kids. In the past, the people involved are the Six of Wands reversed. In the present, the people involved are the King of Cups upright. And in the future, the people involved is the Six of Swords reversed. And that Six of Swords reversed came up over here for Aries. In the past, your action that you took was the Seven of Wands reversed. And in the present, the action you're going to take or have taken already is the Lovers reversed. There could be a breakup there. Or warning you not to give affections to somebody here. And then in the future, the action to take is coming up as the Ace of Cups reversed. So there's definitely some kind of breakup here. And it doesn't have to be a sexual breakup, right? It could be breakup of affections with someone. And again, this could be really mad at the kids as well. And we're going to put out 3 cards at the end here. And look at the underlying energies for you is the Truth. The Truth will set you free. And again, the land of the free. And let's see where we're coming from. This is your energy, Taurus. So some kind of issues at work or school or in your creative environment with the Ten of Cups family here. So somebody might have walked away. There's energy of trying to balance life. That came up in Aries too, but in the read. So some kind of disconnect, whether that's your disconnection or it may be affecting your work. The need to juggle or balance or perform here. Or distract people, distracting kids, right? To entertain the children so they won't see what's going on in the background. Maybe there's a family that you know whose parents are having issues or breaking up. And this is taking a walk at night or, clearing your energy here during the eclipses, juggling the eclipses or between the eclipses here. And a happy ending here or happy family here, bridging to a new cycle here. This is an ending of an emotional cycle or just emotional fulfillment of the family. What's best for the family, but there may be some issues at work or a lack of work here, or because of something else it causes a loss of a job situation for somebody. And then here is the Empress sitting pretty here. Or is this someone who's pregnant, or is she birthing something new? And she's got some truth to tell here. Okay, so that's your energy. And the underlying energy. Are you juggling 2 things or 2 people as well? And again, here it could be kids or messages or offers. This could be any kind of offers, all different kinds of offers. Maybe you're turning down all kinds of offers. And why? Okay. So you're telling your truth. You're presenting, perhaps. This could be a presentation as well. Maybe you're handing someone else their head on a platter here. But there is emotional fulfillment, all right? This is somebody either walking away from this happiness, walking away from the family, right? To do your own thing. I'm going to go my own way. So what is it that you're birthing out of this happy cycle? Actually, let me pull this one up too here. I got this 2 here too. So some kind of disconnect. All right. And let's start with this guy here. So this is the Lenormand, Kipper, Lenormand Reverie and Kipper decks combined. There's 2 decks in here. So I've shuffled all the decks prior to this. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more for Taurus. So in the past, we have the Page of Wands reversed, we have the Six of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Wands reversed, right? All this fire energy, right? This could be unleashed energy of children, right? Feeling frustrated, but acting like a child, having a temper tantrum. That could be someone who's sick or tired or sick and tired, but again, having a temper tantrum. And then here is someone who feels like they've failed or doing things under the radar, or somebody with a bad reputation, right? This child's going to give me a bad reputation. And then we have this defenselessness over here, or the need to learn that you don't need an excuse to be who you are. If they don't like it, that's fine, right? There's the 6 wands and the 6 wands. These wands are attacking the one, the Page of Wands right there. And the action that you took is not to retaliate, right? To let it be. But there's still some frustration here. So you can still stand up for yourself, but it's not about fighting. It's about, if you're doing something that you know they're not going to be okay with, it's about standing up for yourself and just saying, I don't need to defend myself to you. You may not agree, but that's okay, right? But you may have felt very defenseless in this situation, or you made someone else, a fire energy, feel very defenseless to your truth, as the Empress right here. And whether that was at work or somewhere else, any place of co-creation, that could be school, it could be the gym, it could be the art center, it could be a church, wherever it might be. So there's definitely some feeling ganged up on, feeling attacked here with the Page of Wands reversed. And also this could be general energies coming in, making you feel stressed out. And the kids are feeling it too in the past. All right, so let's see what else has been going on in the past for Taurus, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, Taurus. All right, we have this anchor and the 35 of the Wounded Warrior. That's the 9 of Wands. So someone is, you're not putting an anchor down because this anchor is disconnected from everything. So this could be somebody either cutting an anchor or pulling up anchor, perhaps at the sea. You had the 2 of Pentacles juggling at the sea as well. So there's some kind of ocean energy there going on. And the 9 of Swords right here, which is a suffering and silence energy, which Aries had too. But it was reversed, right? Feeling trapped in that cycle of thoughts that cause you to suffer for a long, long time. And then here we have this 35 of the Wounded Warrior who needs to surrender, who's, right, cutting their losses, cutting their anchor, perhaps moving, or just disconnecting from someone. And we have this one as well, which is the 5, which is the Hierophant. This could be, a very wise older person, a man of the world, a mature man, a father, grandfather, whoever it may be. Maybe you're cutting cords with them, or maybe you're surrendering to them, realizing they're just doing something for your highest good. They're not trying to fight you on something. So there is something about the Hierophant here, but that can be traditional ways of the family, societal norms, anything that has to do with the institution and what society considers right or wrong. But 5 is also freedom, change, and expansion. And he's looking at the world, perhaps to expand here. And maybe you've been afraid to expand, or you are this Taurus energy in your masculine, and here is this fire energy that you're dealing with right here, right? The Wounded Warrior who may be fighting their wounds, licking their wounds, right? On guard. They've been fighting everything they fought for a long time, and perhaps they're unwilling to give up that fight. Or are they surrendering? Okay, and this is an institution here. Do you need to put a parent in a home? Or is this a child going off to school? There's some kind of sun-related institution here, whether it's the sunshine or a sun. We have the 6 of Swords right here, a place that will bring peace for someone, something in the sun, or again, the institution, or it's like the Tower energy of safety and security, of establishment or community. And the underlying energy here is the 2 wise owls, right? The grounder and the flyer, and the 12 of wisdom, the hanging man, and the 7 of pentacles, which is about reaping the rewards of your efforts. Perhaps getting advice here from someone wiser, or going to an institution or a professional to get advice about partners here or some kind of relationship here, being wise, trying to see new perspectives. This could be a couple who wants to retire as well, or maybe discussing at tax time retirement benefits and how you could achieve that kind of thing. And with the 12, let's see, we have Taurus, we have Pisces energy there, and Leo, and Sagittarius perhaps, and that's Libra. With the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune for me, is Libra. So, yeah, there's just energy of the conductor here. Of course, this can be travel. So maybe you were just traveling, or you traveled recently in the past. Now I'm getting my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. But the conductor's coming in here, and Thomas the tank engine. So you're definitely dealing with kids in some way. But again, this energy of the couple here, right? Having their different stations. One is the grounder, one is the flyer, and being wise with your energies and how to conduct things. And again, there could be taking some risk there with the Knight of Cups. So again, there's that energy of a water sign, or like Pisces came up with the 12. But you're definitely dealing with fire here in the past. And bringing your truth, bringing your victory in, or presenting. But again, this Empress is one who's birthing something. I mean, she can be a grandparent who's in charge of everything, but maybe she's birthing a new idea to help change this situation around. And you could be dealing with your father, or perhaps a masculine boss that you're working with who wants to expand, or again is thinking about children going to school. So again, you could be dealing with a financial advisor, or you're working with someone who may be dealing with a financial advisor, or the accountant, you know, because it is that season. So in the present, what's going on? I was just getting gifts. We are coming up to Taurus season soon. So you could be dealing with Aries and Taurus gifts for sure. Right, this could be an Aries child who's throwing a temper tantrum, who wants what they want or isn't getting their way. They don't agree with the group. Okay, but that can be any fire energy. Could be Sagittarius here with the wounded warrior too. So in the present moment for Taurus, for the best and highest good of all is concerned, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay, and I keep looking at this guy when I was just doing that pull. Twin flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. Interesting, because Aries had that as the underlying energy. And remember, twin flame, other than the twin flame connection, is the energy of quantum energy, the push and pull energy. So it doesn't mean necessarily it's a twin flame relationship. It could be, but it's pretty rare to have this connection. But it could be that energy you're feeling of push and pull regarding a divine counterpart connection. And this attraction you feel is mutual. And there's an apology. You can expect the apology that you want to hear. The bottom of the deck here is healing old wounds and childhood issues that need revisiting here. And go slow. Take time to get to know each other, or get to know each other again. But go slow, that there's healing of childhood wounds that need revisiting here. So again, you could be dealing with a father here. And again, you have Leo, Taurus, and perhaps Sagittarius over here, and Pisces and Libra in that underlying energy. So remember your wounds up there too. Whether it's traveling, because now we have the ship travel and we have train travel. We have Asian and Celtic wounds here. And dealing with the disempowerment of the American female. And you have as your topic here the Knight of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Swords reversed can be, that can be verbal abuse. It can be someone lashing out. It can be someone lying. It could be someone coming after you verbally, mentally. Or it could be someone withholding truth, withholding an announcement, holding it back, holding their tongue. Now this is the topic here. What are you saying under your breath, Taurus? Maybe these kids are bringing out the worst in you right now. Is there an air sign involved here? We did have Libra coming up over here. And the person involved here is the King of Cups, which if it is not a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, it would be someone who's very loving, very fatherly, who's mastered their emotions here and is very willing to share their emotions. If there's someone you don't believe they're as good as they come off to be, you're wrong. Because this person is unconditionally loving, very, really beautiful energy. And you have this King of Cups over here with the Empress over here, which is Taurus's energy, which would be a very beautiful combination. But there's this energy of a lack of affection or breakup, or you not trusting that they are who they appear to be, but they are. This is a very loving, kind person. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but they probably have water in their chart because they are very fluid with their emotions. I know you're dealing with a Pisces energy, perhaps. But there is a need for affection here. Maybe your father's not very affectionate. Maybe he's loving but hasn't been showing you affection. Of course, that could be a partner or a sibling as well, not showing affection. But there could be a breakup here. Is there a breakup? Is this your breakup or someone around you could be breaking up here? Your action to take here, your action over here was to not fight, right? To not stand up for yourself, or just to let them say what they want to say. You know you're not going to agree, so this you're learning to not need to defend yourself. You get to be who you are no matter what anyone else says. They don't have to agree. Let them rant and rave, but it's not going to change who you are. So here in the present, the action to take is coming up as, right, not giving affection or breaking up with someone, disconnecting your affections from someone. Maybe you just need to be less affectionate with someone or someone. This is your action to take. So maybe if they're not showing affections, it's like you need to give them a little dose of their own medicine. So is this someone in the family? Is it a father or a brother, perhaps, who doesn't show their emotions well? And again, this has to do with you not needing an excuse to be who you are. Like, I'm the Empress, this is my truth. I don't need to give you an excuse. I don't need to defend myself to be who I am. But if you insist on this, then I need to detach my affections. Now, this could also be a father figure here who is lovely, but the children associated may be a problem, or the messages that are coming across are very different than the portrayal of the person. So we have Gemini reversed here as the only major arcana in your read. So this could be a person with Gemini in their chart, most likely. Could be a Gemini, but most likely it's just coming off as Gemini energy in a negative way, because Gemini in a negative place can be very verbally abusive if they want to be. Yeah, so let's go into the future here too. So in the future, it's coming up for you. And this is the only major, so this is the most significant energy here. If you tell your truth, you may be worried that someone won't love you, but now you're becoming brave enough to speak your truth and not defend it, right? To speak your truth and let them not agree with you. Let them argue with you. Let them have their say. But that doesn't mean you're going to stay, right? You need to love yourself first. So what's coming up in the future here, the topic is this Page of Pentacles reverse, which is a need for help. It could be a student or a child who needs help with their homework. It could be a missed opportunity. It could be something new you're trying to get off the ground financially that you need help with. Right? And this could also be like, this is the person who needs to get between these kids because they're always fighting. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And is this a little Taurus over here in the future? Yeah, there's very little earth. I mean, you have the Empress over here and this Two of Pentacles over here and this One Pentacle. So if there is any practical or financial energies here, they're in very immature beginning stages here. Because you only have the One Pentacle, which is reversed, the Two Pentacles here, and then the Empress is you. And the Three of Pentacles reversed too. Not having a lot to spend. I mean, there could be some debt, a little bit of debt here. And that's not normal, right, for the Empress? Are you admitting that you spent too much? Or that you've been behaving like an Empress, if that's not your actual financial status? So you have in the hand, the universe is your partner. 31 is the Five of Wands, which can be conflict. But there's a heart there. So the 31 is about the chaos of life. And who holds your heart? That the universe is your partner here. This card is in the middle, but it wants to be seen here. We have the 40 of the Page of Cups, which is a mindful group think, some kind of think tank. Very interesting too. See the clock on the wall here? It says 11:44 to 45, which is my birth time. So I just kind of crack up about that. It's 40 is the Page of Cups. 40 is also the name of Ea or Enki. And you have this energy of the monkey right here. There's a key. You have the rose. You have trees here. You have cake. Having your cake and eating it too. And I feel like that's so weird. This reminds me of Grady Gamage Auditorium on ASU. It's a Frank Lloyd Wright building. I can't imagine that's actually, and it looks like a birthday cake here. And that's actually the way it looks. I'm getting the Reese's monkey. I don't know why the Reese's monkey's coming up there. Do you have a monkey? And now I'm getting the monkeys. Here we come, walking down the street. We have the 54 of the Page of Swords and the Crossing. This is like the initiate of alchemy, right? The initiation. How do I begin as an alchemist? How do I get on that path? How do I cross that bridge? There's the 54 Page of Swords is a message there. See the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups and this group, think tank, right? That the Page of Wands is not agreeing with. But we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords over here. All right, which could be this Knight of Swords, could be the Page of Swords. And then the bottom of this deck is the 45, and this looks like a corset or tying the pages of the book together. 45 is the Five of Cups, of that sadness or disappointment. That could be grieving something as well, repairing the veil and forgiveness, right? So you might be needing to forgive something that you're grieving, and right, putting the pages back together again, putting all the pages back together again. It came up. So all of the pages have come up because you're the Page of Cups and Page of Swords, Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. And the underlying energy here of weaving the story back together, bringing all the like letting each person tell their own story and then binding it all together to make a book. So I don't know if you're literally putting a children's book together where each child makes their own story and then you publish it. That'd be cool. Maybe that's an idea for you. But we have the person here is someone without peace. Right? Someone who needs help and who needs peace of mind here. But the situation is needing to get something off the ground in a practical way, whether it's school or a job or how to make something, how to create a book. This is also top-down energy of weaving the family tree back together, a family that's been split apart, where the grandchildren are the leaves of the tree, and they're the ones who then bring the family back together again. So that could be the repairing the veil of forgiveness too, is bringing family back together again. You know, you learning how to mediate people, how to bring children together, how to bring your family together again. Right, being the peacemaker in the middle of everything. It's nice because Aries had the sun in the middle of their read, and you have the King of Cups, which is unconditional love, in the middle of your read. So perhaps together you could do something pretty powerful. And since Gemini is the only, this could be regarding Gemini's season as well, since it's the only major arcana in your read. And then we have Cancer with this energy here too. So definitely could be this energy of June. If you're looking for timelines here. Six. You could be dealing with a Gemini. And then you have 7 here. 6, 6, 6, 7. And they're all reversed. Do you have a bunch of 6 and 7-year-olds that you're dealing with? Do you teach kids? Do you take care of kids in some way? Are they your own kids? Do you have triplets or twins? But again, birthing the truth, birthing triumph, coming through with issues at work and bringing through information that sets other people on their path, right? This could reference writing as well. You're dealing with kids in a group. And again, the group not agreeing with the Page of Wands. But all the other pages are here too. I don't know if they're upright or reversed. Let's see what these cards come up. All right, we have the 4 of Wands, which is wonderful. It's beautiful, stable, home, environment, celebration. This could be a big party. That's union as well. And then we have the wounded warrior here. That's that 9 of Wands who's been licking their wounds here and perhaps needs to surrender to the group. Or, you know, this could be this Page of Wands reversed who needs to surrender. Maybe they've been fighting for so long for their own needs here, their own desires, their own passions. It's time for them to surrender and let someone else have a chance at this point, but they don't want to because perhaps they've been standing their ground for a long time. And then we have the 3 of Swords, which is separation. So this could be a parting of the ways for sure. But look at this, right? Here's this happy family celebrating, and here's this one who feels totally disconnected and frustrated or mad with them, right? Disappointed, sad, separated, heartbroken, maybe doing something without them. There's a lot of fire energy. So either you have a lot of fire in your chart or you're definitely dealing with a fire sign here, which could be Aries. And then we have I pulled a card from Fortune's Oracle for Aries, so I'm going to do that for you quick, and then I'm going to read the Shaman's Dream first card for you. Taurus. There's definitely some chemistry here with someone. but some old childhood wounds, again, regarding disempowerment of the feminine, need to be healed. I mean, it is the underlying energy, so I don't know if you've already revisited those wounds so that now you can get ahead, but there still seems to be this conflict with children or messages or this need to get something off the ground, right, that hasn't manifested yet. Or taking these disgruntled children and using that disgruntled energy to create something like a book. Oh, I'm getting like this. Isn't this like, I think this is, there's a place on the way down to the beach that looks, it's like a, not an amusement park, but like some kind of park. I've never been in there. I forget what it is. I don't know if it's a golf course or something like that, but it's like Storybook Town. I forget what it's called. But that's what I'm getting. Maybe somebody doesn't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Go to town, I'm getting that phrase. Go to town. I'm like, I don't want to go to that town. But go to town is like, just say, you know, go for it. Jump in. All right, Taurus, for the best and highest good of all is concerned. Angel, the number 2, there's the high priestess energy, the divine feminine, and spreading your wings to the angelic realms, perhaps. The flowers with justice, the 11 of alignment, truth and balance, the angels flowering in the spring, the energy of, I mean, this is very feminine energy, etheric energy. The flowers opening can be the collective awakening as well as the angels come in, as the angels sing. Interesting, because on my Instagram today I posted some angelic music, which I don't normally post. And then we have the plane coming up here too, the 26 of the Page of Wands, again here. But they're reversed. Do they need to take off to another realm? And are they resisting it? They're resisting their awakening. They're resisting. This is Fantasy Island, you know, taking off to Fantasy Island, to the stars. The journey's indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full, Taurus. Are you being the angel of the awakening children here? And we have the underlying energy of the Judgment card with an open book here. There's the binding of the book again, of the pages together. That's very significant for you. And the 14 is being the patient angel and making decisions for perhaps children who can't make decisions for themselves. Piecing the pages together, whether it's the pages of a book or the pages of a family, and the grandchildren bringing the family back together. Very interesting and beautiful energies there. Magical even is what I'm getting, right? So you have these 2 cards of binding the pages back together here, like a storybook, right? Like this, storybook land. Are you going to open a theme park here? This could be corsets as well. There's a lot of different ideas here. Or a theme park. Do you want to create something like this with kids? Or making something for kids? We have the Watchers over here too. Finding peace in the desert. And then the Judgment card here. One for all and all for one. Here's that group think tank of abundance. The one of the magician, the masculine, and then we had the feminine come up with the 2 of the angel here, right? So this was the underlying energy, and the first card out is the 2, the masculine and the feminine. You have this twin flame push and pull energy of the awakening to create your own story. All right, let's read the Shaman Dreams number 31. All right, 31 is in the hand. Feeling secure, taken care of. The universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? And Spirit's connecting with me big time right now. Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, or strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. Perfect way of ending. Okay, Taurus. Very interesting energies here. So you're being told you've done what you need to do. Allow yourself to be. Remember to drink good, clean water, to get plenty of rest, joy in nature, and rise and be love. I'll see you next time, Taurus. Bye.